Good to see you.
Alright there, Revenants, welcome back to Code Vein and the Road to 100, where today we are here in the Ashen Cavern, and we are going up against the very, very difficult invasion. We'll probably call a partner for that one. We'll see about it. And then we're going up against Miguel himself, the Gilded Hunter, in all his goodness and wonderfulness. So today, it's kind of a, specialized, I guess you could say, but kind of just a normal average bayonet kind of setup with some gifts thrown in here. And you might be wondering why we're doing blood grab with an intensified Libertador, and it's just because of the fact that the intensified has the highest damage, and even though we will have not really a very high amount of I-core draw, we can absolutely switch to the Devour version if we need to, but I prefer to have the higher bullet damage over the I-core draw. So you're always able to dodge and such, so we are going to keep things going in that direction. And so as we get into these first little bit of engagements here, we will find that we don't really have any attack pattern to go after this guy, except for going down there. Now we can hide behind this little cubby here and force her over here, and then go for some backstabs, because we don't have any I-core to do anything with. But if we go for some bayonet shots, which is kind of, what you do with bayonets, is you shoot them, and, they are a very good option to attack enemies with, to go for any kind of assault package that way. So typically bayonets are not your weapon of choice when you are going for, any kind of action set where you are, trying to set yourself up for any kind of, basic attack patterns. And that is really unfortunate there that we did not get that guy. And so we will utilize all of our backstab potentials here, as well as our bayonet, to try our best to make sure we always have bullets available. Now, it's not always going to be the case. As you can see here, we've got double enemies and everything, so this is going to be particularly challenging, especially when we have things like that going on, where we have bullets coming our way, and it is very difficult to engage multiple enemies on top of each other while trying to do bayonet shots, while trying to do backstabs and regular attacks and things. So we will not, we will kind of forgo some of that to make sure that we have enough abilities. Whoops, that just was a really poorly timed dodge. In fact, it wasn't really a dodge at all. And so what we will be trying to go for here is as many setups, as we can here. Am I dead? No, I'm just barely not dead. Oh, okay. I don't know if that was a dodge that got me some focus points, but we definitely want to make sure that we have all of our I-core increases going for drain, for blood grab. Now, versus bayonet enemies, obviously you're not getting any ability to get I-core from blood grab unless they are doing that kind of an attack, at which point we should be going for some dodges in order to make sure that we can always get some I-core back. But backstabs are much more effective However, when we go for the Miguel fight, we won't have any ability to backstab, so Blood Grab will be our bread and butter for Ichor recovery, and it's not as bad as you think, and Miguel does so many attacks that it is well and good to go for any kind of dodges and stuff like that. You can easily get those dodges off and be completely fine no matter what. Okay, so now we will have to definitely dodge some of those attacks, which we did not do. Okay, we dodged that one, which is nice. Okay, we're definitely missing everybody here. Let's shoot this guy. Okay. Okay, we got lucky with a backstab there. That's very nice. Now you can see that we don't have like an insane amount of damage in any one particular facet or any other way. But we definitely do have enough damage to make do here, and so we don't want to, you know, abuse anything that we have going on. See, now we can go for some dodge attacks or dodges there and get some Ichor back from our dodging, as well as getting focused and such. So very nice there. Okay, let's get some gifts going, and then here we definitely want to take care of this fellow with another attack there. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. And you can see there that we're getting a little bit of Ichor back. Okay. For some reason, her attacks are not registering for focus, which is really unfortunate, but we can just go for some bayonet shots here and continue on our way. So not too bad, all things considered. This build does do fairly well for the Ashen Cavern here. Now you'll obviously notice a big dramatic shift when we get to Miguel, and for the invasion, let's bring along Io, because she is good for having Panacea's Essence along for the ride here. So we will make do with what she has to offer here, which is definitely quite a bit. And so we'll let her figure out those enemies over there, and we will just head on over to the area here and start taking care of these enemies to make sure that they don't sneak up on us during the invasion. Oops. And you can see that pierce damage from our bayonet is not exactly what we want to be going for. However, that's completely fine. We can still get quite a bit of damage off, even though we don't have anything that is particularly crazy in the damage department, aside from Hoarfrost Stream. But our basic weapon attacks here and such are pretty basic in their amount of damage. I mean, we're only doing about 2,400 or so per attack that we get off, and so it is very interesting in that way, because everything is kind of resistant to pierce damage, and so we definitely are at the disadvantage here. Thank you, Io, for standing in the gap there. Okay, and let's pick up our spices here for cocoa later on, and then let's go ahead and get into the invasion. Now the invasion here, the name of the game is try and get backstabs as much as you can for those iframes, but you got to be careful, because if you do a backstab while your partner is down or otherwise, you are going to severely pay for it. And these enemies with their dodges and stuff, it is absolutely crazy how much damage they can do when they are just running around. Oops, we ran right into that, and EO got inhibited at the very, very last second. So you can see that we definitely do lack quite a bit in the, you know, just super overpowered department, big time here at max difficulty, and there's really nothing we can do about it when you're playing an average sort of bayonet setup with no real buffs, no real attack patterns to kind of play into. And Artemis is a pretty normalized basic you know, code that you get fairly early on. Okay, that was a good dodge. But there's no real super benefit from playing with Artemis here. So kind of interesting in what we're going for here. That we're just kind of basic, doing regular basic gun damage and stuff. Nothing really. Oh boy. Oh, we dodged it. We're not really getting anything, you know, above and beyond extra crazy. So it's it is what it is, and we need to make do with what we have. All right, here we can get rid of these guys. Now, with these things here, we can go for, because we have charge increases, we can go for some drain attacks here to get a little bit more ichor, so we can make sure that we have you know, adequate setups here going into the invasion. So let's try this again. Yeah, these enemies are the worst because of the inhibit, and even more so the red ones here. And as you can see there, we definitely scored big with the with the benefits of what we have going here. So very, very nice. And we also dodged some of those attacks, so we were able to make use of blood grab. Oh, okay. You. Okay, now we need to get out of here big time. We'll force them to come around the corner there. Okay. Okay. Let's use our bayonet while we have the chance. And then let's... Oh, yep. We definitely need to get out of here. Alright, you better watch yourself. Let's go ahead and heal. Good job of you. Okay, now we got El Big Boy himself. Okay. This should help us, whoops. Should help, I was gonna say this should help us dodge a little bit to get some bullets back into our gun here. And you can see versus this fella, our bayonet does significantly more damage. So that is very, very nice. So you can see that because of Hoarfrost Stream, we are able to make a pretty good effort here in the invasion, even though it is very, very difficult. This is no simple invasion, but what is very, very noticeable is the fact that we are simply outgunned, outmatched here, and bringing a partner along tips the balance very, very well in our favor for a crazy invasion like that. And Hoarfrost Stream, because it's ice, it definitely helps us considerably for that invasion specifically. So let's head on into the Miguel fight here. And here's where you find the Black Blood Liberator, the veil that we are using. So if you feel like using it to kind of match what we're doing here, feel free to go for that. Okay, so for Miguel, you definitely want to be normal mobility most of the time. It is a really, really helpful, handy ability set to be normal mobility. Okay. Because of motions like that, where you can be you can always catch him on, you know, getting dodges for something like blood grab. Okay. And you can see there, we are able to make sure that we have plenty of ichor here. Okay, here we go. Ready, ladies and gentlemen? Okay. So that is Miguel. Well, anyways, you can see that if you have a pretty decent bayonet setup here and you're quick on your reflexes, you can fairly quickly, simply, and easily take him down. I am actually kind of surprised how simple that was, but because everything we're using is pierce, the bayonet is pierce, our first attack is pierce, Icarus Ice is pierce, Hoarfrost Stream is pierce, and Fusillade Rondo is pierce. Even though it's blood, that's fine. We have ice and blood and regular in our bayonet shots here. We have regular damage, we have blood damage in Fusillade Rondo, and then we have ice pierce in our gifts. So all in all, very, very good. And blood grab, when these two are active, we are at a fairly respectable amount of ichor regen here, and 0.79, so it's almost 1 ichor every single dodge that you successfully complete, where your focus bar down here gets filled up, and then when you get focused you get 10 ichor for free from ichor focus. So very, very very, very beneficial kind of build setup here to make sure that you're not using like blood sacrifice or anything to gain ichor. Artemis is very good and uniquely suited for bayonets, and it always makes sense to if you have a bayonet and you like bayonets and you enjoy playing with them, you can go for Artemis all times, and it's never a bad thing. So anyways, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow, I presume. So see you in the City of the Falling Flame. Take care. Bye.